I haven't been to the theatre anymore for 8 or 10 weeks, I said to myself. And I know why. I despise the theatre. I hate the actors. The theatre is nothing but deceitful impertinence and impertinent deceitfulness. And suddenly I'm supposed to go to the theatre again, to a play. What does that mean? You know that the theatre is a nasty business, I said to myself, and you are going to write your study on the theatre. A theatre study, which will hit theatre where it hurts once and for all. What the theatre is, what the actors are, the playwrights, the theatre managers, and so on. I was more and more dominated by the theatre, a failure in my attempt to ignore the theatre. Failure. I dressed and went out into the street. It is only a half-hour walk to the theatre. During this half hour, it became clear to me that it was impossible for me to go to the theatre. A theatrical performance was once and for all out of the question for me. When you've written your theatre study, I thought, then it'll be time. Then it will be permissible for you to go to the theatre again, so that you can see that your thesis is right. It was only embarrassing to me that I bought myself a theatre ticket. I bought it. I was not given it. And I have tormented myself for 2 days with the idea of going to the theatre, watching a theatrical performance, the actors, and behind all these actors to send a miserable and stinking director, and so on. But above all that I had changed for the theatre. You've changed for the theatre, I thought. The theatre study. One day I will write the theatre study. One describes best what one hates, I thought. With 5, possibly 7 sections under the title theatre. Theatre? My study will soon be finished. Once it's finished, you will burn it because it's pointless to publish it. You will read it through and burn it. Publication is ridiculous, wrong game. First section, the actors. Second section, the actors in the actors. Third section, the actors in the actors of the actors, and so on. Fourth section, stage excesses, and so on. Last section. So, what is the theatre? With these thoughts, I reach the Folks Garden Park. I sit down on a bench and observe intently, with pleasure, with tremendous concentration, who goes into the theatre and how they go into the theatre. It pleases me not to go in. But you should, I think, go in. And in view of your poverty, sell your ticket. Go in, I say to myself, and while I'm thinking that, I take the greatest pleasure in rubbing away my theatre ticket between the thumb and index finger of my right hand. Rubbing away the theatre. First of all, I say to myself, there are more and more people going into the theatre than less and less. Finally, no one is going into the theatre anymore. The performance has begun, I think. I stand up and walk a little way in the direction of the central part of town. I'm cold, I haven't eaten anything, and it occurs to me not spoken to anyone for more than a week when I'm suddenly addressed. A man has addressed me. I hear a man asking me what the time is, and I hear myself exclaim, 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock, I say. The performance has begun. Now I turn around and see the man. This man is tall. Apart from this man, there is no one in the Volksgarten Park, I think. Immediately, I think that I have nothing to lose. But to say the sentence, I have nothing to lose, out loud, to say it loudly seems to me absurd. And I don't say the sentence out loud, although I have a great desire to say the sentence out loud. I saw that the man was wearing women's shoes. And the man saw that I had seen that he was wearing women's shoes. I said quickly, to distract the man and myself from his women's shoes. I had wanted to go to the theatre, but right in front of the theatre, I turned around and didn't go into the theatre. The man is 50. Or he's 55, I think. He suggests walking in the direction of the Parliament building. A madman? I thought as we walked side by side.